world. He pointed out that Nigeria's commitment to resolving conflicts is driven by a desire for a better world.
Nigeria's commitment to sustainable peace and security propels the country to action along with member states of our sub-regional and continental organizations whenever stability is threatened in our continent. In recent years, Africa has had its share of conflicts, notably in Mali, Guinea-Bissau, Democratic Republic of Congo, Central African Republic, and Somalia. It is noteworthy that African leaders, with the support of the international community, have demonstrated the capacity to work in concert and decisively in pursuit of long-term solutions in the affected states. While a lot more still needs to be done, we are convinced that progress is being made.
He also played up Nigeria's quest for a non-permanent seat at the UN Security Council in 2014, which he said would reflect democratic reforms taking place in the world body.
We believe strongly that the call for democratization worldwide should not be for states only, but also for international organizations such as the United Nations. That is why we call for the democratization of the Security Council. This is desirable for the enthronement of justice, equity, and fairness, and also for the promotion of a sense of inclusiveness and balance in our world. Our support for the United Nations Security Council in its primary responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security has been total and unwavering. We have, in previous membership of the Council, demonstrated both the political will and capacity to engage in key Council responsibilities. Nigeria has therefore decided to seek election for the 2014 to 2015 non-permanent seat of the United Nations Security Council. I am pleased to state that Nigeria has received the endorsement of the Economic Community of West African States and the African Union. We urge this August Assembly to endorse Nigeria's candidature.
The president's address was more Africa-centered, though it took time to condemn the use of chemical and nuclear weapons, which he said are a threat to human existence. He urged collective responsibility in the fight against global terrorism, emphasizing that together the war can be won. Amarachi Ubani, Channels Television News.
Meanwhile, world leaders at the United Nations General Assembly have inaugurated a high-level political forum that aims to inject new energy into the global effort to boost development for people all over the world in a manner sustainable for future generations. The forum replaces the UN's Commission on Sustainable Development, which concluded its work on September the 20th. This commission was formed after the 1992 Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, to generate action on a range of issues, including energy, oceans, and sustainable consumption and production. Countries at the Rio Summit agreed that progress in prosperity and social well-being and simultaneous protection of the environment had not been sufficient at a time when there are many global challenges that threaten to roll back successes in fighting poverty and severe environmental threats such as climate change. At the inaugural launch on Tuesday, UN Secretary General Mr. Ban Ki-moon said the establishment of the forum is a significant step towards realizing the vision adopted by member states at the Rio Summit.
When the strike returns, the Speaker of the Kaduna State House of Assembly has been thrown out and the new man sworn in to take his place.
And the Nigerian Senate has undertaken to end the impasse involving Nigerian university lecturers.
Do stay with us.
Every day you invite us to your home. Now we invite you to our homepage. Join Channels TV on social media. Hang out with us on Google Plus/Channels Television. Follow us on Twitter.com/Channels TV_NG. Friend us on Facebook.com/Channels Forum. And don't forget to like our page. That's not all. Subscribe to our YouTube channels. YouTube.com/Channels Web to get constant video updates and news and events in Nigeria and around the world. ChannelsTV.com, the news at your fingertips.
Welcome back. All our top stories and other programs can be found on our website, channelstv.com, as well as youtube.com/channelsweb.
To get us on the move, visit m.channelstv.com. To view us live on an iPad, iPhone, or BlackBerry. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android and Nokia 920 from their respective stores. There's been a change of guard at the Kaduna State House of Assembly as the Speaker Mwazu Gangara and his Deputy Mato Dogara have been impeached by their colleagues for alleged incompetence. The 26 members sat in their assembly complex on Tuesday morning, and 19 of them voted in favor of the impeachment. The new Speaker, Shehu Usman, representing Giwa West constituency, has been sworn in, while Peter Adamu, representing Kagarko constituency, is his deputy.
The numbers 19 and 16 have become recurring figures in Nigerian politics. The first came up during the Governor's Forum election, and now they have showed up in the Kaduna House of Assembly. Those figures have now turned the Kaduna legislature into two halves. The House is said not to be in session, but what brought some of the members to the chamber is what is tearing it apart.
They requested for 2 months. They said, no, we give you 1 month. Within 1 month, resign. So that if they had done so in chambers, even quietly in the Speaker's office, we would have just done our thing without any heat or hindrance. And they were aware that today likely was a terminal date. And that was why maybe they stayed away.
We have suspended the sitting of the House to further notice. That's what in my visit. The mess is with us.
Dr. Usman Gangara and his deputy were impeached in their absence. They are under fire from their colleagues, apparently for a reason that has long been known to some of the members.
Majority members of the Kaduna State House of Assembly want a change in the leadership of their own house. And that is actually what transpired in the plenary.
That is the reason Mr. Shehu Tahir and his faction gave for their action. But for the Dr. Usman Gangara camp, there is no smoke without fire.
The executive arm of government is interested in the matter. This is a fact. So there is an unconfirmed statement that even His Excellency, the Executive Governor, Dr. Ramadan Yaro, met with them yesterday and made offer of cash up to 10 million that they should sign the impeachment.
16 members of the House are said to have voted to impeach the Speaker. For the Gangara camp, they believe they're not enough to form a 2/3 majority. According to Section 94C of the Nigerian Constitution, the Speaker or the Deputy may be removed by a resolution of the House of Assembly by the votes of not less than 2/3 majority of the members of the House. But with 34 members of the Kaduna House of Assembly, 16 does not make a 2/3. Even the figure 19 is far from the figure enough to remove the Speaker. Another stalemate, perhaps another kind of factionalization that we see in the national politics, is what is playing out here at the Kaduna House of Assembly. The two men claiming leadership, one group has the maize and the other the floor. It is yet to be seen how this crisis will be resolved.
To education now, the solution to the protracted industrial action by university lecturers in Nigeria may come from the National Assembly, after all, through legislation. Well, this indication was given by the Senate Minority Whip Ganiyu Solomon, who was speaking at the first conference of National and State Assembly Committees on Education in Abuja. Mr. Solomon, who represented the Senate President at the event, noted that the persistent strike action by the Academic Staff Union of Universities have had a tremendous impact on the quality of education.
Call on the federal government, the members of ASU, the 36 state committees, to urgently come to an agreement so that our students can return